Well, Beijing is calling it the biggest trade war in economic history, and we have been telling you about these tariffs now in place on hundreds of products worth billions of dollars between the United States and China and other places as well. But what does that mean when it comes to you and how much money you're spending? Well, local financial professional Brad Zucker from Safe Money Advisors is here to really break down just what this means for our wallets, because we talk about it, but I don't think people realize the impact that this may have.
Well, we all know that higher prices on goods is going to become more expensive. What remains to be seen is whether these companies are going to pass that extra cost to the consumers. And if this trade war escalates, we could be facing higher prices on things like tool sets and batteries and flash drives and thermostats. And some states that are industry specific are going to be hit even harder. Nevada, for example, has more than $107 million of exports that could be potentially hit by a trade war.
Wow, that is a scary number. And obviously, we are talking about the president putting these tariffs on goods from China, but also other places.
Yeah, well, as recently as yesterday, the president is threatening tariffs on upwards of $500 billion of Chinese products. That's on top of the 25% in tariffs passed earlier this summer on $34 billion of Chinese goods, which include medical devices and industrial machinery and vehicle parts. Now, China retaliated by imposing tariffs of their own on U.S. goods, affecting poultry, fruits and vegetables, tobacco, and beverages. Now, China has not said yet how they plan to respond to these latest tariff threats, but they can't go round for round because China doesn't import $500 billion of U.S. goods.
But them imposing tariffs on our goods will affect us in turn, correct?
Absolutely. You're going to see this at the local grocery stores. You're going to see this in, again, x-ray machines and sonograms. A lot of the medical equipment are built with Chinese parts. Those prices for the parts are going to go up. Medical costs will go up. You're going to have to reach deeper into your pocket to keep up with now rising inflation because of these tariffs.
Yeah. And for people who may have retired, are now on fixed incomes, this is tough. You don't have that extra money to really dig deeper in your pocket.
Correct. So those that are in or near retirement can't afford to rock and roll with their money and take big risks. So we tend to ask the right questions first and build financial roadmaps to help alleviate the stress caused by market fluctuations, shift the odds back in your favor.
But you do see a shining light at the end of this.
Absolutely. Long term, that's the whole thing, is that investors have to focus long term. They must remember when it comes to money and investing, it's not a sprint. It really is a marathon. And to create a game plan, a financial GPS that will recalculate your rate to get you over to your destination so that there are no bumps in the road.
Perfect. Thank you so much for coming by, Brad.
Thank you, Leslie.
We always appreciate when you stop by.